Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, how's that for an early storyline? Some people are asking the ushers where their seat is, and boom, we've got a score on the board, a fumble return on the opening kickoff.
And this is where all the tailgating groups are looking at each other saying, maybe we need to get to the stadium just a little bit earlier next time.
But man, those bratwursts, they're good, Charles. They're good. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
And Richardson will throw to start out here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. On the move past the 40. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Again, it's Johnson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Richardson now on 2nd down. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Richardson on 3rd and short. The quick slant caught. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
Touchdown, Colts! A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Colts take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
13-yard line.
They run it with a Hall of Famer, Eric Dickerson. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. They come up to the line now facing Forcing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing now is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially they'll say it's going to go for 19. Running it with Dickerson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Back to Dickerson here on 2nd down. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers going to throw. That is complete. It's Eric Dickerson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 24-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Here's Eric Dickerson, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Colts' 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Johnson, 75 yards. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run now with Dickerson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Colts are going to take over with the football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Complete. It's Johnson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Richardson looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now the half not quite over yet. This is a live football on the miss. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. From his end zone, Wilson.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys... And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? When you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy, sometimes having to hang out all day and play.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Colts are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Now he'll throw deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
2nd down, here's Richardson. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. A big play there for Indy. 51 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Jackson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
And that's when this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down on coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He gets it to Thomas. And his bid for the 1st down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 4. And it's good enough for an Indianapolis 1st down. Again, it's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And the Jets are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A carry for Dickerson. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Colts are right back in this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick. They throw one to the big guy, but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Reggie White, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Richardson. Jackson with a catch. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it. But it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Richardson. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
19 points.
Richardson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Richardson to throw it. Thomas brings it in. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. And Richardson slides down after evading the defense, and he moves the chains. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a handoff inside, it's Jackson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibbs, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lead.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles.